Hello, how are you? I am in a different space. How is everyone feeling? How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing amazing. I am so excited. Today's video is going to be live for Wednesdays. I know usually Wednesdays are upload days. And I felt called to do a live card reading for you guys on what to expect for this full moon in Sagittarius. It's not any full moon in Sagittarius. We have the full moon that is a blood moon, a flower moon, a super moon, and a lunar eclipse. That is the name of all the energy of the moon this moon. So I felt called to do some readings. You are basically going to just intuitively tap into what crystal you feel called to. I will help you decide into which one that is. But I'm just feeling so happy. I'm happy you're here, Amber. I'm super happy you guys are here. And I cannot wait to do this reading. Hello, Britt. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Hibiscus. Hey, Tia. Everyone. Hello, hello. Let me know how you guys are feeling on the chat. Hello, Amelia. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Okay, so let's start. For you guys who this is your first time, I'm Shika, your conscious mentor, and I do videos weekly here to help expand people's consciousness through shadow work and really just healing, helping you have a soul family, because I really wish I had this as well. So I am super excited. This card reading is meant to give you any channel messages that you're meant to call in. But first, we're going to call into the energy of the crystals. So I have 3 crystals that I felt called to tap into based on the season of everything. So I'm going to show you guys the crystals, and then based on the crystal that you choose, we're going to do a reading. If you're here, then you can just kind of pick and choose which one you align with the most of the reading, which is awesome. This is our time together. So grab some tea. I have my water with me. Grab some tea, grab some snacks, grab your lunch if you're having lunch or dinner. And let's do a reading. So the first crystal that we have to choose here is the rose quartz. One of my favorite. So rose quartz, this is the energy of it. I love the rose quartz, so gentle. Next one we have is pyrite, also known as fool's gold. And the next one we have is amethyst. It's one of my favorite crystals. Beautiful. Hey, Maggie. Hey, Bees. Hello. Okay, so I'm just going to call into you to just close your eyes with me and just take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. We're just going to open space for this reading today. Just really connecting with the crystals I showed with you, the rose quartz, the pyrite, the amethyst, and which one you felt called to today for our reading. Breathing into the stomach, seeing what you feel is called, what you're meant to connect with today. Oh. Just the first one you feel called to. Thanking guides, ancestors, and spirit for doing this beautiful reading for the Sagittarius Lunar Eclipse Super Blood Moon, full moon on May 26th, to bring any messages that you're meant to hear today. Just taking a deep breath in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth, opening your eyes. Beautiful. Okay, so I feel called to start with this one, any rose quartz. We're going to start with you with your reading. If you don't mind, guys, give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, as well as put notification bells. Helps the community share this reading too. I'd highly appreciate it. So here we go. First one we have is rose quartz. Peace and love to you all, beautiful souls. So let's see what rose quartz, what messages do we have, Spirit, for our rose quartz group and what they're meant to know for this. Ooh, it just came really quick. This Sagittarius full moon. start with our Work Your Light. Ooh, a lot of self-love energy coming through. No surprise, it is the rose quartz. I'm already getting a lot of messages. Let's see what we have for the wisdom oracle cards. I love these cards. One of my favorite. They're so aligned. Whenever I do readings with you guys, it just feels so good. Okay. So let's start with what we have already and we'll kind of go into it. So I'm definitely seeing the theme for the rose quartz group that there needs to be a lot of alignment, specifically boundaries with close people in your life. And I'm going to go deeper into this. So the first card that we pulled out, and it just spoke with the rose quartz group, is the align your life. What is not aligned in your life right now? I know sometimes when we're going through transitions and we're shifting and we're doing the work, we start to notice that our partners, our lovers, our family members are not seeing eye to eye with who we are. And it almost makes us feel that we have to go back to our old self. So here is just a reminder that energy is deep, emotions are deep. A lot of you guys might be feeling a little tension in the heart space of how am I feeling aligned with the things around me in my environment and how does it affect me? And I just feel really called to share relationships. So we're talking, parents, we're talking lovers, partners, anyone in a relationship. If you're dating someone right now, I'm speaking to you. Let me know in the comment section if you are feeling that people around you are just not aligning. Give a little pink heart emoji down below. What Spirit's asking you to do during this full moon is to ask them to teach you how to create boundaries, energetic boundaries, so you can love yourself more during these intense emotions of where we're just constantly feeling like we're constantly feeling sad. There's grief that's coming up. You might have times where you just feel like crying and just releasing and oh my gosh, I just want to cry and let go. This is telling you what's not aligned, if there's something being triggered, again, traumas is a big thing during this Sagittarius Lunar Eclipse full moon. It's being triggered more than ever at this point. So how can I establish energetic boundaries to allow myself to love myself and to be fair with the people I love in my life? And I know, easier said than done, but really ask yourself. Some advice I would give to the rose quartz group. Number one, use rose quartz for your full moon ritual. Number two is actually ask yourself, how can I do that? So simple thing that I love to do, that I actually do with my healings, is actually feel like there's this white ball egg around me. And I also see a white egg around someone else. So I'm not holding the energy of other people. So just ask your guides, ask your higher self, where can I establish these boundaries? And notice the shift during these intense emotions of being hard on ourselves, of how I can just align. Things are shedding out of your life, Rose Group. They're just shedding. It's shedding. And it's hard, because you want to hold these people. It's not that they did anything bad, but you're just noticing I'm not having these deeper, loving connections with my partner. Maybe I can't open up in certain spaces. And this is where community is so important at this time. Just make sure that you are not forcing yourself to be with those friendships because, I've been with that person for so long. I have to be with them. I have to be in the space. Just really call into that, okay? Second thing that we got here is the Star of the Mother. So Star of the Mother is telling us here, how can you mother yourself? Loving care. Some of you guys have been a little bit harsh on your body. Loving your body. I get it that this is a time where a lot of us are just being so judgmental of how did I gain this weight during quarantine? And I think that's the thing that's coming up. It's and I feel that I totally resonate with this a little bit. It's oh, why am I gaining this weight? Why have I changed so much? Why do I feel like I've been hard on myself at this time? It's almost like you need this discipline to put in your calendar. I need to book a massage. I need to do self-massage. I need to just take some time away from the kids. There needs to be, how do I love myself during this transition in my life? Deep knowing, this is no knowledge that is new to you guys. I want to say this heads on with the Rose Quartz group. there's a knowing. The owl is coming here. There's 2 moons in this card, which I love. There's the stars. So the stars are aligning. There's a lot of synchronization of why these things are leaving your life right now, Rose Quartz Group, is to call you to step into your heart, to step into your love, to step into this space, to listen to it, and to know that this is a deep knowing that, you know, these people would have left your life anyways eventually, but they're just leaving now because you need to release that. So I'm calling you to call into your intuition, to really focus here. I'm going to call in some other cards because I feel like I want to clarify deeper for Rose Quartz Group here. So let's see what other cards, what other things should the deep knowing of the Rose Quartz Group know about this message? What other messages is there for them, if there are any? Passion and abundance. So I am seeing here that maybe a lot of you guys are not doing the self-care because you're overworking a lot. You have a lot of abundant manifestations, like maybe money, all of that. And we have to understand that we need to not have our self-care up for sale. And I love this card because it really goes into here. Like, we're working ourselves and so much that it's almost like you're exhausted. You're so tired. And that's why you have to make energetic boundaries of where I can schedule in my self-care, because that's what's going to help me manifest the money I want and get that promotion, to work on myself. I talk about this a lot in the top 5 things to know about the Sagittarius full moon. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it after this reading. But I would highly suggest just understanding that the passion that you have. So I do feel like you're going to have more clarity of passion in alignment, whatever is out of alignment, like passion in your relationships, passion with your partners, feeling like you're getting off of this stagnant energy, and just opening the heart deeper during this full moon. Your heart will open more. Your heart's going to open up once you release and just surrender to that self-care and create those boundaries to focus here. So 100% deep knowing of, you know, what is this thing that I have to let go? How do I need to align my life? How do I need to put the passion into my life again? You also got the Imagine card here. So just imagine how your life would be if your wellness was equated to the amount of effort that you're putting into this world, right? If I were to just work all the time, let me give you guys an example for me. If I were to heal so many people, and I'm different, I like to heal people, but at the same time, I like to work and have like a relationship with the people I work and do healings with. But if I were to just heal, just keep on giving all these people my love, you know, the kids, if you were to give your kids, your family, your boyfriend, your partner, your girlfriend, whatever, your friends, you're always there for them. But then all of a sudden, you're trying to also make your manifestations. You're trying to make all these things that you want in your life to bring into your life. But because you're not creating those, establishing those boundaries, you're becoming emotionally drained. And in doing that, universe is saying here, there's a deep knowing that you already know this is no new information. But how can I create discipline to act into my self-care that I need in my life? Okay. So abundance flows where wellness and self-care goes. 100%. Abundance flows where wellness and self-care goes. Put that in the comment section to resonate with that, because that's how I know that you're listening to this message and you're like, yes, Chica, I'm listening to you. I'm going to imagine the life that I would have if I were to do the self-care, if I were to do that stuff, right? And I also want to mention, for some of you guys that are business workers, this is coming through as well. If you are an entrepreneur, if you have your own business, your own project, you need to start imagining your life, how that would be with all of the means of understanding that abundance and money, your energy is not for sale. Your self-care, your love is not for sale with your partner or anything in this space. So not act as if, be in the self-care, have the passion you have for your business and the amount of money you want to make in your self-care. Everything will align as so. Next card we have is Leg Up. So a lot of you guys are very stubborn. You don't like asking for help. I mentioned this with Sagittarius. So if you are a Sagittarius, this is going to bring out for anyone, no matter if you are a Sagittarius, for the Rose Quartz group, this is going to bring up a lot of like, I need help. You need to ask, I need help. So whether it's your higher self, your guides, whether it is someone who has a feminine energy that really brings out that emotion with you, you know, those friends that they ask you, like, how are you actually feeling? And you just like break down. Allow yourself to break down. Allow them to just release that, to hold space for you, okay? I think that's so important. We need to do that, okay? So leg up. Ask your partner, can you hold space for me? You know, this is an opportunity for them to hone into their masculine energy and to say, I'm going to be here and be a space holder for you during this time as you're transitioning and aligning things and shifting the relationships that you want in your life to bring abundance through your self-care. The last card I got here, and I want to do some cards on this one because this is interesting. Go the distance. Let's get into this. This is like the hard one. It's a 4-7 card. I feel like sharing 4-7. If anyone's been seeing 4s or 7, it's the awakening and also like spirit talking to you here after your changes, after you've done the shift. It's time to go to the distance of the deep knowing that you know, and just pull the cord on the friendships that you've been scared to pull away. Okay. Like the fact that these friends are not there for you when you need them the most during the time of your emotional stance and not holding space for you, putting that leg up card here. It is time for you to take the leap and to understand that the abundance of relationships that you have is equated to the amount of love that you give to yourself. The love and respect that you give to yourself to step away from those relationships is going to help you get clear understanding of how I can create new boundaries for the new people that I want in my life. So go the distance. Don't be afraid. I know sometimes we're scared when we're going through so many shifts. We're like, man, like people are just like leaving my life. Like, what more do I need right now? There's just so much going on. This Sagittarius full moon is teaching us you got to stop being stubborn. You got to ask for help. You know, you got a soul family here, guys. We're here all together. We have to understand that, you know, and our self-love equates to the respect that we have with ourselves. I dropped that card there. Okay, so there's a lot of messages here for that go the distance card. So I'm going to go through them here. We have the despondence card. So I love this card because it connects with Mother Earth and it also connects to the connection here. So another great thing to kind of keep in mind for some of you guys who are kind of getting, maybe your traumas are coming up, is to understand, how did your mother, your biological mother, feel with their self-care? Were they aligned when you were in their stomach and even during the time? And I'm going deep with this. We're going deep. So were they aligned here? Were they totally aligned? Did they feel safe? Was the masculine of your father or any person that was like a masculine energy around them supporting them at this time? And, you know, this is going to bring up a lot of anger. It's going to bring up a lot of anger towards you, probably, of like feeling like, man, I should have released this person a long time ago. How can I do this to myself? You're going to say that. But understand that you're brought here because you're learning through this experience of understanding and witnessing that you're not doing the self-care right now is going to teach you how to create boundaries for the healthy relationships in the future and for your self-care, because you're going to make that abundance, right? You got to work with that self-care. Destiny. The heart will guide you to your destiny. That is your message with that card. Your heart will guide you to your destiny. Your heart will tell you what is not aligned and what you have to change. Your heart will tell you why you don't mother yourself. Why did your younger self not mother itself? Why did it? Did it have to hurry up and like grow up in the environment that it is? Does it still have that feeling right now? Right? Your destiny is always there if we choose to change and go that extra distance. Remember that distance card, the 47 that you guys are connecting with here? Your destiny is always there for you if you choose to, if you obviously choose to. Renewal. This is a root chakra card. So this kind of connects a lot with, again, this align card just is really connecting all the cards here. So what is not aligned in your life, once you've shedded it off and during this full moon, you've released it. Again, for Rose Quartz group, this Sagittarius Lunar Eclipse full moon is going to allow you to release a lot. And in doing that, you're going to feel so renewed. You're going to be ready. You're going to be ready to bring in that passion again. You're going to have passion in your relationships. You're going to feel more love. You're going to feel like your heart opens a little bit more. You're going to feel refreshed after the shadow of the full moon. So just understand how beautiful it will be when I can renew, when I can release that anger, when I can release, you know, the relationships that I'm scared to let go, when I can respect my self-love and my being as a person, right? Last card I got for you guys is dissipating. So this is a solar plexus card. I've been really seeing that, you know, people are feeling their solar plexus here in a little bit of a way. It's interesting because I do see that, like, we look at other people and we say, oh man, I should be doing better. You know, you go on social media and you compare yourself. So what I'm trying to say is some of you guys in the Rose Quartz group are comparing yourself about how other people are maybe have other things going on and they're successful. Well, that's because they are mothering themselves. There is nothing that they are doing that you are not able to bring that abundance and care to yourself. So stop comparing yourself, stop looking at the TV, stop being distracted. I know there's a lot going on in the collective with the world right now. Personally, for me, I've been taking so much extra energy to look at the news less because the collective is mourning right now. The collective feels a lack of love. The collective feels grief. And for Rose Quartz group, you guys are feeling that on a deep level. You're like, what can I do? There's this sense of justice. There's this sense of like, I want to help the world, right? I want to help people, right? So here is just look at how you can help yourself. And in doing that, you can show up more as the mother that you are, as the parent that you are, as the father that you are, as the person as you are, as the worker that you are, as the space holder, light worker that you are, the entrepreneur. You know, this is what's going to really allow you to expand even more during this full moon. So all this to say, a couple homework for you guys, because I love to give homework after these readings. It's all about applying after as well. Is just make sure you ask yourself during this full moon, what is not aligned? I would even say going up to the full moon, just start to notice how your emotions are really showing what isn't aligned in your life. And how can I step into my heart to understand how can I mother myself? How can I give the divine love that is my birthright to do so? And by doing that, I can go the extra distance to imagine the abundance and the passion that I can have in my relationships. And in doing so, I can also manifest more in my life into this new season. We're going into summer, right? Summer is harvesting everything we've worked in spring and fall and the winter a bit. It's harvesting anything that you've been working on from December till this time. So I really hope this helps you guys out, Rose Quartz group. Let me know what aligns with you in the comment section, maybe even the cards that align with you. I invite you to come on May 26th at 8 p.m. Eastern time for a live meditation and healing. I'll be doing it here with you all. And I'm so excited. I'm like really excited. I can't like wait. I see a lot of Aries in here, not watching TV anymore. Love it. That's amazing that you're doing that. I'm so happy that you're doing that. So I hope these align. Oh, I almost forgot. One more card for you, Rose Quartz group. Almost forgot. Let's do an affirmation card to kind of hone in. So what is the affirmation for the Rose Quartz group today for them to come into this space? What is their affirmation for Rose Quartz group for this full moon? Wow. Okay, so we have a lot going here, guys. Because so much is shifting in your life, there are two messages we have here. The first word we have is adversity. I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. I accept that the things that are not aligned in my life is the best thing to learn. It's not about what I could have done to love myself, what I could have done to feel the love within myself and to feel my younger self being loved and to be loved during those times where I was in my shadow, my trauma, my releasing. It's about what's in the now. It's about the deep knowing of the information you have now. So adversity, I accept the challenges are best way to learn. I love this card. Beautiful. And I feel like this has a lot to do with the throat chakra. You know, you're speaking out that truth into and surrendering, which is the next card. Surrender. I can release my need to control. I can release my need to control. You can do that, right? Stop controlling the fact that the things that aren't aligned is just like, why are they not aligning? Don't force it. We don't force the water to go a different direction. We allow it to go and flow in the current that it's meant to be. So surrender to this. Surrender to whatever comes up during this lunar full moon because it is forcing you to slow down. It is forcing you to have more self-love. So again, I hope you guys like this, the Rose Quartz group. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys on the 26th. Let's go to the next group. Woo, woo, woo. I'm so excited. I'll be there for sure. Yay, amazing, Amber. I'm excited for you guys to be here. Man, the energy doing a reading when I'm with you guys live. It's just so much fun. I really enjoy it. It feels great. This is fun. If you guys would like me to do this again, put a rainbow emoji in the comment section, because I'm thinking I might do these for the full moons just to change things up, and you guys get to chat with me, see me, and like it's a little bit different. So let's just shift the energy here. Okay, so now we're going to go to the Pyrite group. Pyrite, anyone who felt called to Pyrite, here is your crystal. Abundance, that's what it's all about. Let's shift the energy. Okay, so for the Pyrite group, let us see what we have in store for you. Okay, Pyrite group, let's see. Sometimes I like watching the readings of various ones to see if I would like to do like multiple, you know, like maybe this one I'm aligned with, maybe this crystal I'm aligned with. Sometimes I'm pulled to more than one group, just a heads up, because I know some of you guys were asking that question. So Pyrite group, let's see what messages you have. Okay. Okay, Pyrite group, what messages do you have for this Sagittarius full moon lunar eclipse? Any messages for our group today? Oh, okay. You guys are ready. You guys are speeding through. I haven't even gone through all the messages. Wow, the energy is like, whoa, it shifted. I'm excited. Are you guys excited? I'm so pumped. So just to give you guys a clue of what I'm seeing already is you guys are advancing so quickly. Like you guys did the work. You did all the work, Pyrite group, and now it's ready. So let's see what messages do we have for Pyrite group for this full moon. Ooh, yes. Oh my God, yes. Oh, you guys are just like, yes, yes, yes. You group is just like, holy moly. Okay, you ready? You ready for your message, Pyrite group? You are advancing. You are going through such a big awakening. I feel like there's one more card. Oh my God. Yeah, I just felt called to pull that top card. Okay, so the first card that pulled out to me is Soul Family. So during this Sagittarius Lunar Eclipse full moon, a lot of you guys are going to feel like you need that support. But some of you guys are actually being called to kind of plan out collaborations to help you. So you know, this could be a project such as, you know, starting a yoga group. It could be like working on a collaboration for a business idea, project idea. This could simply just having a group of friends that you meditate with every week on Thursday. So what's coming here is just saying, call in your tribe, know that you're not alone. You guys have shifted in advance and just shedded. You shedded since the Scorpio full moon. You've just been shedding like no other. And think about where December was for you guys, Pyrite group. Like you guys have been like doing the work. And in doing that, during this Sagittarius full moon, it's time for you to kind of use this playful Sagittarius, adventurous, you know, energy to awaken, which is the next card, to awaken yourself, because you are going through these huge awakenings. This full moon is going to be an enlightenment for you guys. It's going to be a time of enlightening energy. Energetic upgrades are going to be happening. So some of you guys might see a different perspective of the world. Some of you guys are just fully integrating. You're integrating all the work that you did. And I always say when we're doing shadow work, integration is so important, because if we don't integrate, then we can't apply the messages that Spirit is sharing with us and how we can advance even deeper. So, So a lot of you guys, I think Pyrite group, you guys have gone through, you've gone through a lot, whether it's this lifetime or a past lifetime, you guys have gone through some trauma, okay? And in doing this, you've completed it. Spirit is saying that you've completed the work that you needed to do at this given time. And this full moon is just like kind of like a closing chapter for you. You're closing it. I see that the stomach, the solar, the sacral is really coming up for me for you, this group, because, you know, the sacral holds the space of like trauma. It holds the space of like our sensual energy. It's a very deep thing. Like shame, guilt comes up a lot here. And it's time for you to shed that over here. Empath comes up. There will be a detour that's coming in. I want to kind of know what this detour is. So let's see, Spirit, what is this detour for Pyrite group? Why did the Empath come through? What is happening here? Ooh, these cards just a lot of sacral. So yeah, I would highly suggest you guys focusing on sacral. So guilt. I think what's happening here is you guys are awakening, and you need to integrate this new energy, integrate this new version of yourself. And that's why Spirit's saying, go to your soul family, go to the people that were there during those hard times in December, or just a year ago, like who were those people? Was your girlfriend that you thought that would never call, that came up to you and just like you hold space to notice that you both were going through the same thing but didn't connect with it? Like, I just feel like right now, stop pitying yourself. You've made it so far. Stop thinking about you need to do more. Okay, so the completion is like completing this full circle of guilt that is being let go, and your soul family is going to appreciate and recognize that for you. Perseverance. You guys are fire. You guys are just like this fire animal. Maybe you're a fire sign, by the way, but you just have this fire energy to you, and you just keep working. You keep going at it. Like, universe kept hitting you with stuff in your lifetime, and you just kept pushing. And now the new beginning starts, and it's about to go full speed. So just be prepared that a lot of changes are going to happen after this time. The messages will come in after the shadow of the full moon. And here it's just saying gossip. So this is interesting. So universe is also mentioning to you that it's not time to get angry and to hone into your old self of guilt. And just like really be grateful for the relationships that have brought you here. That includes the relationships that maybe you didn't, that the people that burned you, essentially. You need to give gratitude to that. And in order for you to feel closure, you need to go to the last bit of forgiveness for those people that caused those traumas. So that could be like uncles, aunties, parents. It could be someone who, took your power that actually did not, but came into the space and caused these wounds. Here is gratitude. Be grateful for the relationships in your life, even the hard ones in this time, even the ones that create anger during this full moon, because the more that we talk about what's not working for us, the more that we actually cause more wounds to occur. Okay, so I love this card. The next card I got for you guys is the Sisterhood of the Rose. So this is your card here. Sisterhood of the Rose, I love it because it really hones into the devotion of being a teacher and also being a priestess and also being a student. So what it's telling you here is that, your whole time of what you've worked, this is your opportunity to be a student and listen to everything that you've worked. Just be an observer as a student, but also be a teacher and understand that all of the work that you've done, all the shadow work that you've done, Pyrite group, is for you to be able to teach others. So maybe for you guys, you are a light worker. I don't know why. I just feel like some of you guys might be light workers yourself. You might be a nurse too. You might be someone who just supports you. You might be someone in the household that is the nurturing one in the household or just in your family dynamic. And now it's time for you to understand that all of the pains that you've gone to has allowed you to become a teacher, to hold space for people and yourself like no one else could because you've gone through it. So seeing that as kind of a blessing in a way, like I'll take myself as an example. Because of my traumas, I'm here doing this reading with you guys. Because of my traumas, I'm here doing the work. I'm helping others who have the similar stories as me, who feel called to work with me. So I would highly, highly suggest that you guys really tap into that space and focus on, I've done the work. I'm here. I'm able to connect with my community, and I'm able to be a student and a teacher, but just be observed with everything that I've done at this point. So I want to get one more card here with a chakra card. Ooh, and it just flew out. So I'm going to listen to the spirit here. So for Pyrite group with the Sisterhood, I asked for clarification because I want to go a little bit deeper here. And the cards that I got is the Quest, the Perception card, and also the Confusion card. So what I'm feeling here is that I think a lot of you guys are probably asking Spirit, what more can I work on? What more can I work on? What more can I just like do to have a happier and abundant life? And, where there's confusion at this fork of the road of your awakening is where you're actually going to get a realization. And universe is kind of asking you to go to nature to look for answers. So some of you guys might notice a certain spirit animal. Like for me, I've been noticing a lot of spiders in my house because I've been working on my creative energy and feminine in space. So here it's really resonating with the perception, us shifting our perception in a time of confusion in our path of our spiritual journey, or just in life, any decision that you guys have at this point, that go to the earth, go to nature, notice the signs you're seeing, the numbers, the angel numbers. Please listen to them. Spirit's definitely saying that at this point of your awakening, to be the observer and to listen. Why they're saying this is because, again, this will tell you what is the next steps that you need to do on your next quest, whether it is shadow work, whether it is abundance, whether it's a decision of something that you're shifting. I do see that there's a reason why this pain is being reminded at this time, like what you've healed is coming full circle. It's to deepen your perception. It's to deepen your understanding of why you had to do this detour, why you had to shift, why universe created a soul that has such a great resilience and like you guys work hard is what I'm trying to say. So I really resonate with that. Let's look into more of your cards. So we got from the Oracle card, we got through 4 cards. Awakening. The numbers 4, awakening, okay? So first card is exchanging gifts. So I definitely feel like for some of you guys, this is literally and figuratively. So I feel like exchanging gifts is, some of you might be exchanging and sharing your knowledge of what you've learned so far to people around you. Being a teacher in that respect, going back to the priestess, the sisterhood of the rose here, you're honing into how can I teach what I've learned. People are looking up to you and being like, wow, you've done so much. Like, I think this is your time of praise. This is your time of like coming into yourself, and it's beautiful. New life. I don't even need to explain this. Your life is changing into a new place. Like, it's so like, I feel like you're going to cry on that day out of happiness of this closing of this chapter, because this new life is here. This new life is shifting. I want to read this one for you guys because there's one part of the sentence that I want to share with you guys. So let's go into this because it's very profound, and I want to read it to you guys. So, birth of new ideas, growth opportunities, a breath of fresh air, and life renewing. So like I said, awakening, renewing, like I mentioned, you're renewing your life, you're renewing parts of you. This could be renewing your relationship. This could also be renewing just yourself on an actual part. Like maybe you're doing new goals, new intentions. I feel like you're renewing your routine, like your rituals. This is a great time to change your ritual, like your meditations a little bit, to keep that movement going. This is also a great time to just start something new. I know we are going into retrograde really soon. So what I mean by that is just start to plan it. And surrender to whatever the spirit shares with you throughout this time. But I definitely feel like you just feel refreshed after this full moon. Higher power. So again, like I said, just surrendering to higher power. This number, guess what number is on this card, guys? Number 4. What are you getting? What is the theme of everything right now? Awakening. You are an awakened soul. People don't see the world like you do. And that's a gift. That is literally a gift, exchanging gifts. Right? You were meant to be in this world for this specific time. Look what's happening in the world, right? We're shifting. There's so much grief, so much need for love, and your gifts are being called for that. Your gifts are meant to give different perspectives in your soul family, but also in the world to people close to you. So there is this higher power that's being connected to you. And I'm going to read this one too, because again, it's a very powerful card. Consciousness contact with the higher power, the presence of the divine. Seeing source energy is all things committing into the partnership of spirit. So when we can connect and surrender with spirit, we can fully awaken even deeper. We can flow into answering, understanding what parts of our life is changing. How are we coming up into ourselves? Yes, we're a little bit slower in blossoming up, but you're awakening. Like, this is exciting for you. This is a time where like meditating on what is the highest good for all. How can I serve? How can you serve based on all the things you've released in your journey? What are you meant to serve, right? Ask yourself this question leading up to the full moon and the day of the full moon on May 26th and just the week before and 3 days after. What are you meant to serve? Spirit will talk to you here. That is why you got the perception card. Your perception is going to shift when you figure out what you're meant to serve. It's going to be a eureka, aha moment, aha, eureka moment. And in doing that, it's going to be so exciting. And then Spirit and Mother Earth is just going to confirm that for you with numbers and so much more. And there's more. So the last card we have here is the serendipity. So serendipity, just with this card, there's a lot of luck for you here. We have the 1-8. 1 represents new beginnings. 8 represents abundance. So there is new abundance. You connected with Pyrite. Pyrite is fool's gold. It's an abundant crystal, right? So here, the energy of this is, I am an abundant being. Like with these new beginnings, you're just going to notice that now that you shedded all this, everything just falls so easily. You can just take 2 days off work and then come back and you're going to get 2 different new clients. You can just like notice that when you take that self-care, because you've learned that what happens when I don't take care of myself, things fall. You know, the Tower card comes in, right? So here, Spirit's really just sharing with you that you're getting a lot of luck and abundance in all of the work that you've been doing, and it's come to this point, you know. Opportunity lies, and be ready, okay? There's good fortune appearing. There's symbols, magical alignment of events. So some of you guys might get some events such as like an opportunity to speak at something, or publicity comes up for your business. You might have luck in just connecting with people. As you connect with your soul family, there will be an opportunity to connect with someone else that will give you that abundance. It's just that you're getting so much luck at this time. So great little tip for you guys during the full moon week is do a gratitude journal. 10 things that you're grateful for every single day and why, and say them to yourself and then say thank you, thank you, thank you at the end of it. Okay, Pyrite group, because you need some gratitude. Let's close this with an affirmation. Let me know what's aligning, what's confirming right now. I'm just looking at your messages. Resonate with the boundaries. Amazing. I feel called towards Pyrite. Love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm so grateful to do this. I love doing readings. It's so awesome. Okay, so what is the, whoa. Wow, I didn't even ask and it came out. So what are the messages for, okay, Spirit? You guys are just like, you know, you're so connected that like Spirit's just like, yep, you're here for it. I'm here to listen. Confirmation's just coming through. So you got a really interesting one. You guys got a lot of like throat chakra, third eye energy here. And then we also got self-esteem, which is a sacral solar plexus. So here is purpose. You guys got a purpose card. You're awakening to your purpose. You're getting your enlightenment this month. It's been a hard month. It's been emotional. But at the same time, this is all for your purpose. Okay. So purpose, I know what I'm here to do. Literally, you know what you came here for. This prime time of everything that the world needs, they need you more than ever. Your soul chose this life for this specific moment. Okay. So get ready, because bring that gratitude. You're about to get luck and abundance, honey. Next one, self-esteem. I possess gifts of soul and benefits me and others. What did I say? Exchanging gifts. What did I mention? Awakening, right? What did I mention? Perception. Shifting quickly. So here, I possess gifts of the soul that benefits me and others. See how your gifts are so grateful and how everything you did is just here for this moment. I'm here for it. Like I'm literally here for this moment. So your self-esteem is going to just flourish and open. I would highly, highly suggest you guys working with your solar plexus, Pyrite group, and to work with also your throat chakra and your third eye. You guys also might feel a little bit of your sacral, but that's just a reminder of what your purpose is here. That's just it being activated. For some of you guys, you might have some lingering things in your sacral, but for the most part, I'm definitely feeling those chakras are what you need to focus on. So let me know if you enjoyed this reading. Put a dollar bag money because you're holding that purpose. You're allowed to bring that abundance with your purpose. You're awakened to this point in the comment section if you aligned with it. Let me know what resonates, what cards you feel called for. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, put notification bells, all those things so you don't miss my readings. I'm going to do the other group as well. You might be aligned to that as well. Feel free. Man, that would the energy just shifted when I did that reading. It was crazy. I'm reading you guys' comments. One sec. Much gratitude to you, Chris, too. I love you guys. Ava, this is so on point. Went through and growth. I love it. Here for Amethyst. Yes, Amber, I'm doing Amethyst next. I got you, girl. Very emotional month. 100% love. I feel that. Confirmation. Yes. And I love you guys, too. You guys are amazing. I also will see you guys on the 26th for the meditation and the meditation and the energy healing. So please make sure that you put a reminder on so you don't miss that because it's going to be amazing. And I'm sure you guys don't want to miss it. So this is just a light reminder to do that. Okay. So let's do this. Also check out the video on top 5 things to know about this Sagittarius full moon, because if you're vibing with this, you'll vibe with the messages here. Let's shift the energy here for our Amethyst group. Let's take a breath. Amethyst group, you're stressed. Let's breathe. Let's breathe, honey. Let's breathe. Oh. Okay, now that we've cleansed. Next thing, Amethyst. Okay, this is your reading for what you need to know about this lunar eclipse, Sagittarius full moon. Let the message start. Let's start with these cards here. What are the messages that we need to know for the Amethyst group? Let's see. Let's see what happens. This group, what are your messages that you need to know for this full moon Amethyst group? Oh. Ooh, your energy is just like flowing everywhere. I feel you. I feel you though. It's been a crazy time. Okay, so you guys are kind of awakening in a different way though. And I'm about to share this. I will first say, Amethyst group, you guys have been feeling more called to just be alone. I'm seeing that. But in that comes certain things. So let's see what other cards we have. Amethyst, what is the messages for our Amethyst group? I feel you, Amethyst group. Guys are a little bit all over. It's hard to shift for you guys. Let's see. What else do we have? There's more. Okay. Oh, you guys have similar feels here, but it's very different at the same time. Okay, let's start with the reading here because the first thing I want to share is you guys got 4 cards of each. We got 8 in total. There's a lot of stress happening. So I said to breathe. So first thing that I'm feeling for the Amethyst group of what you need to know, longing for home and belonging. So you got this card. And I love this card because it's like you can see that you just want time to just be. You just want a time in your life where there's not 100 things happening. And during this full moon, I think it's going to be a little bit intense for you guys, honestly. I'm just the messenger. Don't hate the messenger. It will be intense because you're just going to want to just feel grounded. So the first thing I will definitely say, if you guys can just walk on the earth barefooted or even just do a breath work. Breath work has been so grounding for me lately. I just think that you guys are just the original empaths. You guys feel things so deeply. You take on people's energy like water. And in doing that, this full moon is going to be tense because you're going to be taking in the collective. So during this full moon, it's really calling you to say that you are coming home to yourself. You are feeling this sense of lack of belonging. But in doing that, just recognize the emotions of sadness and like stress and anxiety that comes up, and ask yourself, how can I ground that energy? Like I mentioned before, doing that root chakra meditations and healings. I do have one here on the channel. But just really allowing yourself to be, let's slow down. Okay, let's breathe here. There's a sense of belonging. I want to ask Spirit for a confirmation card for what I'm thinking, because I do feel, can we have a confirmation card for Amythest group, please, Spirit? There's more than I feel is here. Ooh. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that too, Spirit. It's funny when I'm getting messages from Spirit, it's so deep, right? Okay, what cards do we have for Amythest group, Spirit? Okay. And you guys got a third eye. What is the color? It's purple. Third eye, faith. So I just feel like you have lack of faith that things are coming to you. Like Spirit, like your guides are here with their hands out saying, we're here to help you. But you're just feeling so you're just like, everything's against me. Everything's against me. Remember, the more that we exaggerate and manifest on the things that are working against us, the more that it happens. We intensify our emotions. You end up taking on more of that. So during this full moon, please, 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 maybe tap into calling your guides every meditation, ask them for confirmation to work through this, to feel groundingness, to feel supported, to feel at home. At home's been really stressful for you guys. Maybe everyone's just feeling like antsy because they've been home for so long. And with everything happening in the world, it's just like we still are in this up in the air and you guys are just frustrated. So the next card we have is what lights you up. So some of you guys might actually be starseeds as well. And here it's just saying that, the universe is out there for you. And I think you've kind of forgotten what makes you happy in life. And in doing that, you just sort of feel like you're circling the same things over and over again. By the Book came out. And that's how this card resonates with you, Amythest group. I just feel like you're just following the crowd. You're following the collective. Like things are just like, oh my God, like when can I ever feel like I'm my own person? Well, the message will come on the full moon. You will figure that out, but you need to ask Spirit, have faith and forgiveness, another third eye. So again, a lot of that coming through. So I think why you guys are feeling a lack of lighting up and happiness is because you're holding on so much sadness. Sadness comes into the heart, and also here, mental health is coming up for me a lot. So I would really encourage you guys, just really like, who do you need to forgive in your life right now? This is what this full moon's saying. You're holding in the burden of the emotions in your heart, and it's so heavy that it just like sucks the life out of you. So you need to hold space to that. And the card that I came through here, one that's really calling it to me is the 3 card. So your guides, again, there's so many 3s in all of your cards, guys. Universe is just saying, listen to me, please. So here, between both worlds, you're between this world of like feeling misplaced and feeling like you actually are in a place that you're meant to be. And in doing this, you're in between these worlds. You need to get yourself out of these worlds. So ask yourself, like, what parts of you is you just trying to feel like you're belonging and trying to fit in? Whether that is family, friends, people, work, anything, just saying the opinions of like certain things around the world. I'm not here to promote politics here, but because you guys are so awakening and you're star seeds and you're that like cosmic beings, you kind of know what's going on in the world. Let me give you a hint, vaccines. So there's a lot of shifts going on with that, right? And I think you guys are noticing the world for what it is. It's awakening you, the intensity of the sadness of the world, and you're holding it so much. But I'm going to give you some light at the end of the tunnel. You have that power to connect with what lights you up, to get out of this in-between worlds of unbelonging. So I encourage you again to call in your guides, to ask yourself, what do I need to forgive in my heart? What grief do I need to let go here in order for me to find what lights me up again in the craziness of the collective? And in doing that, I can leave these between worlds of feeling like I have to satisfy other people. I have to satisfy other beings, right? There's more here, and I want to get one more card to clarify the between worlds, and that is impatience. I do feel, again, like going back to the longing, you just like want to feel belonged in the energy and you're just tired of everything. You got to be patient. You got to be patient. I think this full moon is meant to get you out of your comfort zone even more, because you've been between those two worlds. It's going to give you a fork in the road for you to decide. You have to decide. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with you. The next card is share your voice. And we had the impatience card, which is all about communication, which is the throat chakra. So here it's just saying that share your voice, coming out of this cave, coming out of yourself, coming out of this like rut that you've been in with your mental health. And this is an opportunity for you to share your voice. This is an opportunity for you to clear the confusion that you've been having emotionally, mentally right now. With confusion is actually a blessing. Confusion is two things. When you're confused in life, spirit is protecting you to have faith in something. And it's also a sign that confusion is actually an opportunity for you to see a different perspective, going back to between the two worlds. Okay? For you to actually be your true self and to come home to yourself, right? So the other card I got for you is the leg up. So this is a great time for you to ask for support and help. I know you've been so introverted, Amythest group. Like you guys have been just like, oh, I just will like turn off my phone. I won't answer messages. I won't talk to the world. It's just, that's the way it's going to be during this full moon. But actually what universe is asking you to do is go out of that and to take yourself out of that rut. And I would encourage you to come to the meditation. That's a great step on the 26th, because just the energy here with you guys doing this live and being here, I just feel that having a community is even more important than ever. And if you have been feeling like you don't belong throughout your spiritual journey, this is an opportunity for you to feel belonged. So again, so much clarity here. Let's see what else is coming up for the leg up card for the Amythest group for this full moon. What other messages, Spirit, do we need to know here? Vanity. Let's talk about this. This is a throat chakra again. Are you lying to the world? Going back to between the worlds. Are you lying? Are you not telling the truth of the things that you're saying that are great in your life that aren't actually great? How can you allow yourself to come home to yourself if you keep telling everyone that, oh, everything's fine, I'm great? No, you're not great. Like, get into that. You're not okay. And that is okay. That's why I'm here to help you. It's okay. But you need to go to yourself. You need to forgive yourself for asking for help. You need to forgive yourself for the pain that you're feeling here and just the pain that you need support. Have a therapist, have a session with a therapist this month. This week would be a great time for you. Maybe book a healing with someone. It's a great time for you to just really hone in and to feel stress release. Book a massage. I just booked a massage tomorrow because I was like, I'm feeling the collective. I need to hold space for myself as a space holder for you guys. And I did that. So again and again, stop telling yourself in the world and putting out this vanity that like things are great and the world is great, and coming out of this materialistic, like thinking that's going to solve you not belonging, and, holding in this shopping and like shop therapy and all this stuff to help you feel, because again, there is more messages that feeds between the lines. Okay. Next card we got is truth be told. The truth will come. This truth will set you free, honey. Like truth will literally set you free in this space. We have the owl again here. We have some rose petals. So we definitely see connecting with the feminine, connecting with your emotions. There's also a mask here. The only reason I'm laying this out for you guys, group Amythest, is because what this is telling me is your knowledge, your deep knowing, your truth be told is being masked by yourself. Look in the mirror and see, what am I masking because I'm afraid of leaving that in between worlds? What I'm ready to release, okay? Hello. We got to do that, okay? Now let's see what else Spirit has, because there's more. Man, there's more. It's an energy here. What is the other messages for the Amethyst group? So next card we have is release. So again, this whole week, moon week for you guys is definitely going to be releasing. I just ask Amethyst group for you to just fully surrender. Please do. Surrender to forgiving. Surrender to being patient and not like causing yourself to react outside of yourself to put this mask up. You know, it's so much work to put the mask that everything is okay. Like reach out for help. Reach out for help. I'm telling you this, okay? We need to ask for help sometimes, even when we feel like we shouldn't ask for help. Reach out for it. This is a time for you to release, surrender, and let go of the grief and the unforgiveness that you have in your life during this full moon. And this will allow you to activate your throat. So homework I'm going to give you in this group, please do a throat chakra meditation. I do have one on my channel if you feel called to, and it sends Reiki energy. I would highly, highly suggest you doing third eye as well. I do have a third eye, teach you how to connect with your third eye on this channel as well. And just understand what's going on mentally here. Like, where are you being blocked in what world you want to be in and what world you're trying to just support and tell the world that you're actually in, because it's not true. Transitions, not being quick to have a situation and fully engage in another. Temporary blindness is a no man's land game. We keep blinding ourselves and masking every issue that comes up. We're just going to be in this never-ending roller coaster of the same things coming up and again. It's time to whip it out during this full moon. This full moon is pushing you outside of your comfort zone to not feel, and then this is the double entendre here. You don't feel at home, but you're making yourself not feel at home by blocking and masking everything that's coming up for you during the full moon. So you either release it and get over the confusion that's going on and allow yourself to be patient, even though that the whole world is telling you that you can't talk about your emotions. Like, you've been taught, your inner child has been taught not to talk about your emotions. Your inner child has been taught not to hold space and feel safe in that. Well, honey, you're feeling safe here. We're holding space for you. Okay. So you're awakening. This is your emotional awaken in those chakras, in those areas. Let's get you an affirmation to bring you that positivity, honey, because you're powerful. So let me know if anything's resonating for you guys so far, but I'm just feeling the vibe here. Just breathing into it, just knowing you're so loved. I love you, by the way. If no one's told you that today, I love you. Okay, let's see. What are the affirmation for this full moon for this group? We got 2. Huge. Okay. I feel like I'm holding you, Amethyst group. Like, I'm holding you, I'm hugging you, I'm comforting you through this reading, because I really that's what I want to do. I just want to hug you. Like, if we were like in person right now, I would just hug you. Loneliness. So I know I am never alone. Again, like I mentioned, this is a throat chakra. Communicate when you're lonely. Communicate what you need. Communicate the support you need. Leg up. You don't have to do this whole thing alone, right? You are never lonely. I know that I am never alone. Type that down below in the comment section. I am never alone. I am always supported. I am always guided, because spirit is always with me. Guilt. Okay? Let's release that guilt, honey. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Any beliefs that I have to hold in my emotions at this time when the full moon is literally showing the parallels of how your masculine and feminine energies are not being released in emotional stance. This is what's happening with the lunar eclipse. It's a split. So we're seeing how we have to release our guilt. When have you felt guilty? When has your younger self felt guilty to release its emotions? Journal prompt right there for you. When have I felt lonely? And when have I felt that I couldn't say or speak or communicate my loneliness in a safe space? Journal prompt right there. So know that you're not lonely. Please, please come. It would mean the world to come on the 26th at 8 p.m. Eastern time for a reading. I think you guys would really, really enjoy it. I think you would love to do the healing. We do live healings every single month for the new moon and full moon. And it's just an opportunity for you guys to really surrender and hone space here. So I really hope you enjoyed that reading, Amythest group. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like and subscribe, share with your friends. I also want to share with you guys that if you feel that you want to get a reading done, I am not personally doing readings, but I know for myself, I've been using Keen. I did a reading yesterday with them actually. So if you guys are interested in that, I actually got you guys a little promo. So down below, you can get your first reading with Keen for $1.99 for your first 10 minutes. So if you feel called to, you can definitely do a reading there. Get some clarity during the full moon, add that into your ritual. They have some amazing psychics, astrologers, clairvoyant, mediums. It's very powerful energy there. And whenever I just feel like I need some questions, I'm just like, I get these questions in deep, and it just feels so great. Again, I remind you guys to be amazing. I can't wait for our full moon ceremony. It's going to be deep energy and power. I'll be meeting you guys here. I'm just reading your comments, guys, while you speak. Shopping right now. I love you guys so much too. Yes, you're never alone. You are never alone. I love that so much. Damn, I need my journal. iPhone notes come on clutch. Yes, you can always rewatch it. I'm going to put the timestamps for these as well after this video for you guys, so you know you can go back and just feel that. But I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much for joining this live. Let me know in the comments if you like this. I definitely feel called to add and incorporate a live full moon or new moon reading with you guys. I think it would help you guys a lot. So let your girl know, okay? I love you guys so much. And I hope you got all the messages you need for this full moon. Happy lunar eclipse, blood moon, flower moon, super full moon in May 26th, Sagittarius full moon of May 26th. So happy full moon. I love you guys so much. And I will see you guys in our video on Friday. Love you guys so much. Bye. Ciao.